What's going on, everybody? My name is Dylan is Dense, and welcome to another build video. Today we are talking about the woman, the myth, the legend, Tao. Now, a lot of you may or may not know, but I'm kind of a Tao simp, and Connor will probably reinforce that when he edits this. But Tao is by far my favorite character in Genshin Impact, not just design-wise, but just the way that she moves, the voice acting on her, specifically Brianna Knickerbocker. I play in English, so props to her. She is an amazing voice actress, and you know, Tao, I pulled, she was my second 5-star, but I fell in love with her instantly. Like, she's just such a great character, and I'm so excited to talk about this build today. If you guys do enjoy these build videos, make sure to hit the thumbs up and let me know down below, who's your favorite Genshin Impact character? They don't even have to be released yet. Could be like Raiden Shogun, or it could be Venti, or hell, it could be Baiju. Let me know who your favorite character is. And definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the way to 100 subs. And once that happens, I will unfortunately be building Amber. So if you guys want to see me build Amber, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload or go live. Without further ado, let's get into this. So obviously I am outside Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, her place of employment, because I thought it would be cute that we started here. But this is my Tao, obviously. She is amazing. I love her. Amazing. But let's go ahead and talk about her in general. I'm going to show you with the attributes. I'm going to do a before and after here real quick. So right now her attack stands at 1,275 pre-elemental skill. And then her attributes, she has 94.6% Pyro damage bonus. Obviously her crit rate to damage won't change, 198, 53.4. Very good ratio, honestly. Decent. It should be a little higher on the crit rate, but it's okay. Energy recharge is only 1.4, and she has resistance against all elements and physical because we're in a random party. But now, let's go ahead and hit that R2 skill, or E for all you PC players. Bam! 3,142 attack, and then her pyro damage goes up to 102.1%. Sanity. Love pyro characters. They're actually my favorite in the game, and my goal is to build all of them by the time as of like whenever they release. So Yoimiya, she's getting built immediately. Then we're going back on the train to building some of the other ones that I missed, like Bennett, reinforcing my Yanfei, reinforcing my Diluc, like getting to Xinyan eventually. Anyways, this is not about them. This is about Tao. Now, the weapon I do have on her is the Deathmatch. Obviously, it is the Battle Pass Spear. You get it from completing the Battle Pass if you do decide to buy it on Gnostic Hymn. So just keep that in mind. It is not a free-to-play friendly weapon. Otherwise, I believe it's not the... What is the other weapon? Not the Crescent Pike, but the other one would do decent. But I say Deathmatch is best when it comes to a 4-star option. You could also go Dragon's Bane. It is very good. Obviously increases damage against opponents affected by Hydro or Pyro by 20%. That's really good. Otherwise, for this one, if there are at least 2 opponents nearby, attack is increased by 20%, defense is increased by 20%. If there are fewer than 2 opponents nearby, attack is increased by 30%. And obviously this is incorrect for Refinement 1 because this is an R2 Deathmatch. Otherwise, crit rate is the main stat on this weapon, and it does help with, you know, obviously getting crit rate because it's kind of hard to do that. Otherwise, let's look at the artifacts. I'm obviously running 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. You'll see I got some good rolls and I got some bad rolls. Obviously, I'm using the Royal Mask. I plan to get a new crit damage helm eventually. I probably do have one lying around. Like, see, I have a few lying around here. It's just you know, I haven't gotten around to really like changing it up just because, you know, she's fine as she is for now. But it has attack, defense, crit rate, HP. Main substats you want to go for are crit rate, attack. HP is a top dog, so that's why I'm happy with this, because it does have HP on it. Hu Tao, if you do not know, scales offer HP for her elemental skill, so you definitely want HP on Hu Tao. Obviously, Goblet, Cup, whatever you want to call it, pyro damage bonus, regardless. Mine is in set, so I got very lucky with this. This is actually a really good cup. We'll get to that whenever I talk about you, Luke. But this cup alone is decent. It's not the best cup, but it's a great cup in general. So I'm happy with it. For now, it works perfectly because you get the 2-piece Crimson Witch of Flame 15% bonus. You also get the 46.6. Then obviously with the 4-piece set, increases overload and burning damage by 40%. Also increases vaporize and melt damage by 15%. Using your elemental skill increases the 2-piece set bonus by 50% of its starting value for 10 seconds. So it goes from 15% to 65% right there, which is honestly insane. It can do that for 10 seconds. Honestly, a very amazing effect for Crimson Witch of Flames. That's why I always still and forever will recommend Crimson Witch of Flames for Hu Tao for the time being, unless there is a better set that comes out in the future. For Cup, I went HP. It's honestly the best choice considering, like I said, one thing is you want to keep your Hu Tao mostly below 50% HP because you do get bonus pyro damage there as well. Also, HP is really good to have because it scales. So this one ended up rolling at 20% in attack and 10% in crit damage. So not bad overall. But HP is definitely an important stat when it comes to Hu Tao. So Sans, I definitely recommend the HP. Obviously Crimson Witch Feather, I do plan to reroll this eventually, but we'll get it. We'll talk about that later. Then obviously Flower in this one ended up with almost 30% crit damage. The 60 defense I don't really care about because we got that 30 crit damage, and that is a huge number. So keep that in mind for your Hu Tao. Obviously, let's go ahead and go over constellations here. Then after we talk about the talents, we'll go ahead and demonstrate a little bit. But C1, no more stamina on charge attacks when you're in the Paramita Papilio state. That's really hard to say sometimes. But literally, when you clock your elemental skill, your E, your R2, whatever you want to call it, no more stamina consumption on any charged attacks. Which, if you know Hu Tao, she is a charged attack queen when it comes to being a polearm character. She's the queen at it. So this one's very important. I do plan to roll for this when Hu Tao comes back eventually. So keep that in mind. If you do have a Hu Tao and you have C1, congratulations. Blood Blossom damage is increased by an amount equal to 10% of Hu Tao's max HP at the time the effect is applied. So that's very nice. And Spirit Soother will also give you the Blood Blossom effect, which is her alt. So also amazing. Her alt, her burst, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, I call it both. Doesn't matter to me. C3 just increases her her elemental skill by 3 levels. It would make mine 13. So she's obviously talent level 10, 10, 9 on my account. So she would go up to a 13 in that category specifically, which is very nice. Constellation 4, upon defeating an enemy affected by a Blood Blossom that Hu Tao applied herself, all nearby allies in the party, including Hu Tao, will have their crit rate increased by 12% for 15 seconds. It's not a bad constellation, but it's not my favorite. That's why I'm always skeptical about going past C2. Flora Incense, Spirit Soother increased by 3 levels, which is very, very nice. Obviously, that is her burst. And C6 is very unique and very awesome. It triggers when Hu Tao's HP drops below 25% or when she suffers a lethal strike. Hu Tao will not fall as a result of the damage sustained. Additionally, for the next 10 seconds, all of her elemental and physical res is increased by 200%. Her crit rate is increased by 100%, and her resistance to interruption is greatly increased. This effect triggers automatically when Hu Tao has 1 HP left, and it can occur once a minute. And then talents, like I said, 10, 10, 9. Let's see. So when the Paramita Papilio state activated by a Guide to the Afterlife ends, an ally in the party, excluding Hu Tao herself, will have their crit rate increased by 12% for 8 seconds. Very nice. And then this is the one that I was talking about, why you play her with low HP. When her HP is equal to or less than 50%, her power damage bonus is increased by 33%. So, bang, bang. Then the more the merrier. This is actually her passive. When she cooks a dish perfectly, she has an 18% chance to receive an additional suspicious dish of the same type. So obviously, not bad. And I use her for cooking quite a bit. Obviously, I have the Deathmatch. Her obvious best in slot is Staff of Homa. I'm pretty sure everyone knew that already, but that is her signature weapon, and her best in slot weapon is obviously the Staff of Homa. But let's go ahead and pay a visit to our friend, the Cryo Regisvine. Oh boy. Always in for a Brood Awakening, unfortunately. We're gonna take Hu Tao's health up a little bit there. We're gonna mainly go ahead and crush its Corolla with Eula. Also bring in Zhongli to help.
I condemn you.
So we'll go ahead and get this Corolla knocked out. It does take a bit for a physical character. Obviously, you see it's also still gonna do damage to the Regisvine itself. I can't really help that.
Let us cross swords.
And it's actually almost. You didn't see that. Owie. Okay, there we go. Takes it down. We'll apply a little bit of Hydro. Obviously, Xingqiu is her best support option. Let's go ahead, slice and dice. Let's hit Spirit Soother. Oh, didn't crit. That's sad. But anyways, that is the best possible showcase I can give you. Obviously, Spirit Soother can hit to upwards on this build to an upwards of 130k. Obviously, people have done more damage with Hu Tao, but with the Deathmatch, that ain't bad, honestly. I'll take it. And with 198 crit damage to 53 crit rate, that's not bad, honestly. But anyways, guys, that is all for today's video. Once again, make sure to hit the like button, and of course, thank you for watching, Dance Nation. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.